Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Quint, and we have something very special for you. I went out to the mall, stood in line, and actually just filmed a lot of people standing in line for this. This is what everyone's going crazy about, the iPhone 10. So today we have an unboxing. The Quint unboxes the iPhone 10. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. I mean, there are people all over the world. I mean, this morning at 7 a.m. I opened my Facebook feed and I see guys in Australia like standing like this. I got an iPhone 10. So now I've got an iPhone 10 too. This here is the 256 GB variant, 6-figure price tag, 1,02,000. Just look at that. Yeah. So let's go ahead and unbox it. I mean, it's pretty late at night. I know you guys are like out on a Friday night partying and doing stuff like that, but hey, great party accessory, the iPhone 10. Let's start. First of all, packaging, typical iPhone packaging. I have the 8 Plus also here, but this is now redundant. It's old. It's a month old, so it's like history. Let's get to the 10. Okay, first up, lovely packaging. There you go. Gently does it. Off comes the plastic aside. Now take a good look at it. This is the notch that everybody's been talking about. Okay, so let's see what you get in the box with an iPhone 10. Remember, you paid 1,02,000 for this phone. Let's just see what you get. Off comes the lid. Nothing there. Designed by Apple in California, just to make sure you know where the company designed the phone. And before that, let's say hello. No, I'm not going to show you the phone yet. No. Okay. All right. There's the phone. Let's get the phone out and whoa. My God.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful. There's a lot of plastic on it. So one big difference, check out the vertical placement of the camera. I'm just going to move these things up from here. You get a couple of Apple stickers in the box as well, just in case one of you want to put it somewhere.
On some cheap phones maybe.
Yeah, actually if I just put it on my Motorola or something like that, it'll probably look good. So yeah, take a look at it. The camera vertical placement, if you compare it with the good old iPhone 8 Plus, this has got horizontal placement. So just to take a look at that, vertical placement, horizontal placement of the camera. And before we get to the phone again, I'm going to keep this going, guys. I'm going to keep teasing you. I'm not going to touch the phone. No. Let's just show you what we got in the box. Okay, you get a charger. You get a pair of earpods. Now these things, the earpods, I mean, check these out. Pretty cool. This is not the wireless one. This is the wired one, which comes with the lightning connector. Okay, so you can also buy as an optional accessory the wireless earpods, which kind of just dangle from your neck. So this is the wired earpods that you get, and you get the standard lightning connector. All those of you familiar with the iPhone will know this pretty well. Okay, enough of that. So that's what you get in the box. Let's just now take you to the phone. First up, first look. Completely bezel-less design. And you can see the iPhone 10 over here. Bezel-less design, all glass. The side is aluminium finish, lies all around. You have the standard buttons, the volume control over here, the power button over here. One big thing, no home button. Now we've got the power, we're powering it on. Let's just take a look at how the iPhone 10 looks. And so just to join me on this live, I have with me Aditya, who has just come in from Greater Kailash, where there were a lot of crowds standing there. He is looking like he's just been through, hell and back, completely sweaty. Aditya, look what we've got, man.
Yeah,
I had no
Hola.
idea that we are going to have an iPhone 10 in the office. If
Oh, yeah.
that would have been the
Surprise!
case,
Surprise,
I would have
surprise.
Gone all the way looking around on a Friday evening. Okay, so as you know, like this is a phone that has sold decent numbers, but the
I'm just
problem.
going to keep setting it up.
Yes. Okay. So I was outside there attending all these iPhone bonanza that was happening. People were standing in queues and they were waiting. But queues का कोई फायदा नहीं हुआ because the people who had pre-ordered the device are the only one who have got it. And interestingly,
Akib, you probably want to take a look at this. This is in the mall in Izenica. Just look at the line. Look at the line. Look at the line of people in the mall. All of these guys waiting for the iPhone 10. I just went there and clicked a few pictures. All these guys were lining up for the iPhone 10. Yeah, so enough of that.
but Roshan, I would like to know one thing, that there have been queues everywhere, but people anticipated कि iPhone के पास Apple के पास इतने units होंगे कि वो लोग जाएंगे store पे और payment करेंगे और ले लेंगे. That's not happened across a
only
lot
the
of
guys were
areas.
pre-booking.
So how many of the people on these lines actually managed to get their hands on the device? Do you have any idea about that?
Well, actually, all the guys who were standing in the queue were the guys who were going to get their hands on the device, because they had signs over there saying that this is only for guys who have pre-booked the phone. So yes, those who had pre-booked the phone were getting the device. They actually had a list of people,
And they were giving those special pre-ordered cards that came with a number which was assigned by Apple.
Right.
Interestingly,
Okay.
the most important thing for me is that store, I spoke to like around a manager from across 5 stores in Delhi NCR, and most of them have said 20 to 25 units on an average is what they've got. There have been a lot of people who went quite depressed that they couldn't buy the phone there and there itself, and they've been given a timeline of 2 to 3 weeks. That is when they'll be able to probably give them any kind of timeline कि वो कब phone खरीद पाएंगे. So until then, I think the initial hype
बहुत
is
दुख की बात
being
आदि, बट हमारे बहुत सारे ऑडियंस ये पूछना चाह रही है कि इसमें नया क्या है. What's new?
that I think will Roshan will
Okay.
tell you about
So
that.
yeah, so just to complete the unboxing of the phone, so I pulled it out of the box and it said hello, and then after that you come to the keyboards thing. We selected India language. Selected India language. Next, choose a Wi-Fi network. Okay, we're going to get into our office Wi-Fi network. I'm not going to show you the password, so let me just.
Meanwhile, Charlie say something.
Yeah. So yes. So for me, who's on, for someone who's been on the ground, I can clearly say that hype has been kind of vindicated for Apple, but
You have been
Apple
right.
has not vindicated people's expectations right now.
Yeah.
And that, in a nutshell, clearly says that Apple is going to have a hard time fulfilling its demand, and let's hope they're able to do that, because otherwise I met a lot of people and they said like चलो अगर 2-3 हफ्ते में भी 10 आएगा, we are able to get that and we are happy, but अगर एक महीने से ज़्यादा उनको wait करना पड़ा, they are going to look probably at a Samsung or maybe a Google. So I think Apple needs to buck up, because otherwise they have buyers who are willing to jump the ship and move to the other ecosystem, which is the Android. But I guess so Roshan is finally on board.
My
But-
question is setting it up.
Yes.
Adi, there are a few questions यहाँ पे
Okay.
जो कि अभी दिख नहीं रहे हैं, but लोग हमसे पूछ रहे हैं कि मैं क्यों अपग्रेड करूँ iPhone X में, iPhone 8 Plus में क्यों ना जाऊँ, iPhone 8 में क्यों ना जाऊँ, because they are getting on discounts.
And interestingly, कम से कम 50 लोग मैं मिला वहाँ पे, and everyone said iPhone X. Nobody said 10. And
Yeah.
they went in across the store and they're like, मेरे को iPhone 10 चाहिए. I even met people who were looking at iPhone 7 and said, oh wow, this is nice, this is 10. So, and that reminds me of the Stephen Colbert show that happened and Jimmy Fallon show that happened just where they showed them the old iPhone and told them this is the new iPhone, and they actually thought of it. So, there are a lot of buyers over there who are just buying it because they can afford it. And I also met people who had like 256 GB variants of the iPhone 10, and he was
Yeah.
proudly flaunting
Check
it.
this out, guys. So we need a SIM right now. We just unboxed it right away, so we'll have to put the SIM in.
So people asking price क्या है, इसका price क्या है?
Okay,
But-
the iPhone 10 is priced, comes in 2 variants. You get one variant which is 64 GB and priced at 89,000. और जो दूसरा है 256 GB that I talked about right now,
That's
it's 1,02,000.
You can see the price tag here.
lakh
देखो
2,000.
प्राइस के मामले में किडनी जो कोई नहीं मारेगा, ठीक है.
1,02,000. I repeat, 1,02,000. So 2,000.
मतलब इसमें मेरे चुन्नू मुन्नू 15-20 फोन आ जाएंगे, बताओ ना तुम्हें.
आराम से, एंड और भी कुछ आ जाएंगे उसके अलावा. ओके, बट यस, कमिंग बैक टू द iPhone 10, इसका बैटरी लाइफ इज समथिंग व्हिच पीपल आर स्टिल नॉट श्योर ऑफ, बिकॉज इट्स गॉट अ बिगर बैटरी, बट इट्स गॉट अ bigger display
Okay.
and a more powerful
Roshan sir,
display as well.
one question for you. What makes Apple iPhone X something which makes it command such a huge price? मतलब इंडिया में Apple is so confident कि people will pay this much amount.
One, vanity.
Yeah.
Two, quality. I would actually say yes, because it's a brand that people have gotten to trust. There are certain brands in the world where you just go blindly with the trust factor. Among phones, Apple is one of them. Cars, it's like Toyota, or if you think of luxury cars like Rolls Royce or even a Mercedes Benz, people know the brand. So I think it's a brand familiarity. Okay. The other thing, now this phone, I mean, this one feels like a lost cause now. This Aditya, this was launched like a month ago, just a month ago.
Yeah,
this is the iPhone.
For the 8 Plus.
Yeah, this is the iPhone 8 Plus.
This is like getting born into a twin, and then you are the elder twin. मतलब बच्चे को जो छोटा बच्चा है.
Yeah.
पराया कर दिया उसको.
पराया कर दिया.
एक महीने कर दिया पराया.
So I mean, of course, this is the 8 Plus, so of course it's much bigger than the iPhone 10. But certain differences in the layout for those of you who are joining. Look at the thing, the camera placement.
Major difference there.
Big difference, yeah. The camera placement. Second thing, home button on the 8 Plus.
No.
Nothing here. Completely bezel-less display. No home button. Nothing. So the home button is actually over here. You just have to press over there on the screen, and that's it. So that's the major difference between the 10 and the thing. And something not many people have been happy about is
the notch.
This notch over here.
So we are not able to clearly show you what kind of effect the notch has, because we are still trying to figure out startup, and we'll have to show someone who has the phone will try to start that up. So this notch over here that you see, it's going to be visible. I mean, you can show them the notch actually.
Of course. There.
So the notch over there, that's going to be visible everywhere. Even अगर आप videos देखेंगे आपको ये notch दिखेगा. अगर आप Instagram पे live करेंगे आपको notch दिखेगा. आप YouTube पे videos देखोगे तब भी live notch दिखेगा. So this notch is kind of a irritant, and people are saying they'll get used to it. Boss, 1,02,000. You have to get used to it.
And those of you can see this little blinking red light over there. Now that is the infrared sensor. That is what actually activates your Face ID. This doesn't have Touch ID. Touch ID is there in this phone where you can just like put your fingerprint in.
So I saw someone asking what is the screen size. Okay, the iPhone 10 gets a 5.8 inch display, but it's got an OLED screen, which is much brighter, faster, no, not faster actually, powerful than whatever you've got on the iPhone still now. It's quite comparable to what you get on the Galaxy Note 8 or probably the other flagship devices in the market right now. But still, it's something that stands on its own because the bezels are pretty much not there. Like if you compare it with the Note 8, you'll probably say like they are pretty much at par. But Pixel के मुकाबले अगर आप इसमें देख सकते हैं, इसमें bezels आ गए. So bezels इसमें बहुत ही ज़्यादा slim है, and that gives you an entire display real estate जिसमें आप videos देख सकते हैं.
Do you not have another bezel-less phone with you?
No, the guy who has it is
the Pixel 2 XL.
Oh yes, we have, but we're not going to show that because I think everyone
wants
iPhone 10 right now.
There's a question: is it heavier than iPhone 8? I think most people would like to know.
I think that's an interesting question. It is definitely lighter than the 8 Plus.
It's lighter,
but definitely heavier than the 8.
It does feel kind of heavy actually. Yes. Look at that. I mean, just hold both the phones in your hand. See,
actually,
it does feel heavier than even the 8 Plus. It feels heavier than even the 8 Plus.
पैसे का वजन है दोस्तों, पैसे का वजन है दोस्त.
But the other thing that you have to consider is अगर आप इसको हाथ में रखेंगे, you have to like you're holding it much more like broader compared to this. इसको it fits very well in your palms, and I think that again is something that iPhone users want.
I think it fits very well in my pocket also.
इसको हाथ में रखेंगे कोई इज्जत नहीं देगा. इसको हाथ में रखो कोई इज्जत नहीं देगा. उसको हाथ में रखो भाई iPhone X है भाई के पास.
iPhone 10. सब लोग बोल रहे हैं iPhone X.
iPhone 10 रोमन न्यूमरल्स आपको याद है जब आपके स्कूल में होता था 10 स्टैंडर्ड 11
iX होता है 9 नहीं है.
Mac OS X
OS X नहीं है, OS 10 था वो OS X.
That is OS X. No, we are confused. We are going to
Mac. किसी को नहीं होती है यहाँ पे. X की इज्जत किसी को नहीं होती है यहाँ पे. X को सब भूल जाते हैं.
अरे but आपको ये भी तो समझना है कि 10 का जो इम्पोर्टेंस है वो ये है because this is the 10th anniversary iPhone. 10 साल पहले पहला iPhone आया था जब स्टीव जॉब्स स्टेज पे गए थे और उन्होंने दिखाया था this is the phone, this is the internet, this is the iPod. That is what you're getting, but this is the 10th edition of the iPhone in 2017.
One other big thing, guys, look at that. 2 speakers, the lightning connector, but if I have a 3.5 headphone,
And both of these speakers work. Like कई phone में
Yeah, they're pretty loud. They're pretty loud, definitely. But the basic problem is आपको Type C connector उस पर connect करना पड़ेगा. जैसे अब सब में हो गया. I mean, even the iPhone 8 doesn't have that. So Apple has pretty much accepted that कि बॉस iPhone के लिए आपको headphones के बिना तो जाना ही पड़ेगा.
There is a concern, Roshan sir, which people are asking कि अगर मैं सो रहा हूँ, किसी ने मेरा कैमरे से स्कैन कर लिया फेस, तो क्या मेरा फोन अनलॉक हो जाएगा?
No, that's not going to happen.
वो it can happen if you sleep with your eyes open. So yeah, if you sleep with your eyes open and someone points your phone to your face,
if you're a
yes.
horse or a fish.
No, that's not going to happen.
But
please,
But if you, if your eyes are closed, no, because the facial recognition, the Face ID that is there in the phone is actually quite smart. Yeah. It will recognize you if you're wearing. Don't sleep with your eyes open,
please. I mean, even if someone is planning to try that, please don't. Okay.
Interestingly, somebody.
Voice of God speaking.
Yeah, please. I think we have to show them the owner of the iPhone 10 at least.
The owner of the iPhone 10.
No, please. You have to show.
I'm not the owner, but somebody actually did the twin test on iPhone 10, and it actually unlocked with the twin's face.
Yes.
Okay, so I was saying that somebody did the twin test on iPhone 10 and it actually unlocked.
Phone, you need to find a twin of them.
Yeah.
Well, if you have a twin, then
अभी जुड़वा का season
yeah.
So
so while the iPhone 10's interface is quite smart and it'll recognize only your face, there have been guys, there have been international tests carried out with guys who had a beard and then they shaved their beard and they shaved off the mush. They wore glasses and all. So if you wear normal glasses, yes, it'll still recognize you. You shave your beard, shave your mush, it'll still recognize you. But if you cover your face like half, no, it won't recognize you. You wear a hat and sunglasses, no, it won't recognize you. So there are limitations to that. Yeah.
It means there is no Bluetooth charger. Bluetooth charger?
Bluetooth charger? No. You mean wireless charging? Yes, this has got wireless charging.
काश Bluetooth charging होती है ना, आपका चार्जर कहीं और होता है, तो फोन कहीं और होता है, मेरा फोन चार्ज हो रहा है Bluetooth से.
जाकी खान ने तो एक नया टेक्नोलॉजी हमें इंट्रोड्यूस करा.
जाकी खान भाई आप इन्वेंट करो.
Please, yeah, we'll definitely want to try that out. And
how is the camera? How is the camera on the phone?
Camera is good from a flagship perspective, but this is the same camera which is running on the 8 Plus. फर्क ये है कि इसमें इस तरफ ऐसे है जैसे 8 Plus में आप देख सकते हैं और उसमें वैसा है. So that's the only difference. Yeah. The other thing is that both the sensors on the iPhone 10 get optical image stabilization.
This is the 8 Plus. The 10.
Yes.
So basically, camera is like this.
Yes. Okay.
Like this.
So in the meanwhile, when they play around, I'm going to tell you that.
Isn't the front camera different? Like the front
Yes.
camera
So
has
the-
a depth effect. The selfie camera.
So the selfie camera.
You can do animojis also. Yeah.
This is a 7
That
megapixel.
also.
Okay, so the front camera is a 7 megapixel camera, and it has also animojis and it has portrait mode, which is also there in the 8 Plus.
Yeah.
But in this, it's even better. It works even better.
ICYMI, what are animojis? अगर लोगों को जानना हो तो.
Animoji मतलब वो जो funny cartoon characters नहीं होता है जो बात करते हैं ऐसी, वो animoji होता है.
Or
Emoji
you can
animated emoji.
yes, you can animate yourself as a chicken. And even
poop, basically poop.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Poop is
A monkey also and chicken also.
Pig भी है उसमें.
Pig भी है. बहुत सारे जानवर है basically.
तो मतलब आपको जो जानवर पसंद है वो आप बन सकते हैं.
Yeah, because you're spending 1 lakh. No, you have to make yourself faces into chicken and
मतलब
monkey and all.
ये सारे जो फीचर्स है वो जो Snapchat में भी है. अब Snapchat जो फिल्टर्स है वो भी आप लगा सकते हैं इसमें.
Because somebody is asking same question कि depth effect तो मेरे 7000 के फोन में मिलता है, तो इसमें क्या डिफरेंस है?
ये Apple है.
You can't compare.
पीछे आपको एप्पल का लोगो दिखेगा, ठीक है? आप सेल्फी लोगे आप तो पीछे लोगो दिखेगा यहाँ पे ये. उससे आपकी सेल्फी ना निखर के आती है, मतलब क्या प्राउड, एकदम प्राउड आता है आपको.
This is like saying कि Apple वाले फीचर्स चाहिए बट हमारा बजट सिर्फ 10,000 है. Not happening.
हाँ, वो exactly.
So we'll give the iPhone 10 a proper shot. हम इसके बहुत सारे पिक्चर्स लेंगे, हम इसको कंपेयर करेंगे. हमारे पास पिक्चर.
Guys, it's the first day. We just went to the mall, battling it out. Literally, he went to GK1 market, right?
I went all sorts. I went to Saket, I went to GK, I went to Vasant Kunj. So I mean, pretty much all corners of the South Delhi to see what's
and people were lining up for this phone. And just imagine, I mean, people have been waiting. They pre-ordered this phone. They've been lining up, and we managed to get our hands on one of these phones
without buying. Without buying.
चोरी करके ले गया बस.
Apple, can you hear me? We have not bought this.
Is the back glass strong enough? So अभी रोशन सर इस पे ड्रॉप टेस्ट करेंगे कुछ देर में शायद, है ना?
Oh yeah.
ये ड्रॉप करेंगे.
Oh, drop से याद आया. If you drop the iPhone 10, okay, no, that wasn't the iPhone 10, luckily. So yes, अगर वो भी iPhone 10 होता तो अभी हम होश में नहीं होते. अभी हम like almost heart attack.
वहाँ पे दीक्षा थोड़ा अभी सदमे में है.
Yeah, she almost lost herself, I think. But yeah, okay, coming back to the iPhone 10, there have been reports which says that in India, if you drop the iPhone 10 and you crack the display, you're going to be spending probably around more than 40K.
Yeah.
So,
Apple has an iPhone 7, right?
Yeah. The iPhone 7 is actually now selling for 41,000 rupees.
oh yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah, you can actually get the iPhone 7,
7
that
for the price of the screen.
So, yeah. So, but otherwise, Apple has its own replacement options and all. But boss, 1 lakh रुपए खर्च रहे यार, फोन को तो संभाल के रख लेना please, at least.
But you know what? It feels beautiful.
Yeah.
That I should hand this to Apple.
Check that
It just
expression. Check that
it
expression.
just feels beautiful.
Spoiler alert, he's planning to buy an Android phone. Yeah, please go on.
I mean, this actually just feels like I mean, I don't know. I feel like eating it. It's like it's
कुणाल
so
मेहरा कह
beautiful.
रहे हैं इसके लिए तो होम लोन लेना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, वो
घर
तो.
बेचना पड़ेगा आपको, घर बेचना पड़ेगा आपको ताकि आप फोन के साथ ही रह सकें.
But I think that's where Apple has quite inventively done a lot of things this time around as well, like last year. Oh no, not free home loan. But what they've done is they've partnered with telecom operators like Airtel and Jio and all, and आपको buyback options मिलते हैं. So let's say आप ये phone खरीदते हैं and you want to use
Does
it.
it have side buttons? Prem is asking. हाँ,
Yeah, it has side
buttons. वही
buttons,
same है. ये जो same buttons that you're used to on an iPhone. This one is to mute the ringer. You have that the hardware button over here to mute the ringer, silence mode, and put it back. And then you have the volume up down buttons. These two buttons are standard, same place where they are on the other iPhones. इस साइड पे आपको काफी लंबा वाला पावर बटन मिलेगा.
काफी लंबा वाला पावर बटन. कितना अच्छा टेक्निकल स्पेसिफिकेशन उसका.
काफी
लंबा वाला.
because दूसरा iPhone में ये छोटा है. देखो.
पावर बटन से काफी लंबा वाला पावर.
Look at the difference.
ये मिलता है आपको 1 लाख रुपए में.
ये जो है इसका पावर बटन थोड़ा छोटा है iPhone 8 Plus में और इसका तो काफी लंबा है.
So the text editor has
Yeah.
taken.
So now we are going very in depth into
and
the iPhone 10.
Of course, other thing is एक और जो बटन नहीं है इसमें वो जो है वो होम बटन जो iPhone 8 Plus में है, इसमें होम बटन नहीं है. कुछ नहीं है यहाँ
तो आपको होम लोन नहीं, आपको होम बटन लोन लेना पड़ेगा. होम बटन लोन लेना पड़ेगा कहीं से.
Bye home button. Okay, so I think
जसकीर सिंह बाबा is saying notch. So he's not happy with the notch. So जसकीर सिंह बाबा को notch दिखाया जाए. Notch.
Notch.
See the
Notch.
See the notch.
नॉच बली है.
see the logo.
Notch
it's
Basanti.
fake and
This
see
is
the
Notch
camera.
Basanti.
It's duplicate.
See the logo
Okay.
is fake and see the camera is duplicate.
Oh my God, he found out कि हम लोगों ने इसको गफार से खरीदा है.
कि iPhone X लोकल है, लोकल डुप्लीकेट है. इसको लगा जुड़वा फोन लिया हमने.
नकली फोन.
यार इसमें होलोग्राम
Breaking news.
नहीं है ना डब्बा में.
हमारे
भी
विश्वास
नहीं.
का विश्वास.
We don't even have the bill, dude. We're serious.
Seriously.
चोरी का माल.
We don't buy phones.
Yeah. बस इसमें पीछे एप्पल का एड्रेस है उनको
Yeah.
कंप्लेन करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah.
सीरियसली.
Yeah.
हाँ 1,02,000 रुपीज हमने देके रादर नहीं दिया फिर भी. But no, this is the genuine iPhone 10, guys. Seriously, this is the genuine one. We just taken it out of the box. We just did an unboxing. If you like, go back a little bit in this video, you will see the entire.
And stay tuned to the Quint for more in-depth analysis of these devices with
We'll have to
other
get a
flagship
SIM,
devices.
put it in, and then unlock all the features.
Yeah.
So we'll be getting a complete review of this phone in a couple of days.
Because iPhone says you can't use this phone at all अगर इसमें SIM नहीं है तो.
नहीं है. Exactly. So we'll have to put a SIM into this.
So while they will use the iPhone X, मैं इस स्टिकर को लगाऊंगा अपने 7,000 के फोन पे और मैं लगाऊंगा. ओ भाई साहब क्या बड़ा लोगो लगा है मेरे आईफोन में.
इसमें लगाओ. अच्छा लगेगा ना?
So I think their fascination is not going to end anytime soon. But we'll end this live now finally because I think Friday evening है. I think let people enjoy
Okay,
now.
so just to sum up, guys.
Sum up, yes.
Yeah. We were talking about the crowds. Are there crowds for the iPhone 10? We went out to the markets and saw yes, there were crowds, but these were crowds who had actually pre-booked the iPhone and they were standing in line. Not a disorderly crowd. They're standing in line. आराम से demonetization की वजह से I think लोगों को आदत पड़ गया कि line में लग जाओ. Except that these guys who are standing in line वो demonetized लोग नहीं है. वो काफी remonetized लोग, काफी monetized लोग हैं.
Not even supposed to be demonetized.
So they were standing in line. They pre-booked it. Their names were being called out, and they were going in, billing it, getting the phone, walking out. All of them looking very, very happy. So we managed to get one happy customer, get the phone, and here it is. We just unboxed it.
Final advice from me is that अगर आपको ये prices बहुत ज़्यादा लग रहे हैं, so Apple ने global warranty start कर दिया है India में. So if you buy from US, you can still get warranty for that in India. I mean, just saying.
If you go to US and buy this phone there and then come back, सस्ता पड़ेगा.
हाँ, वहाँ पे $1,000 का है.
तो पहले आप US जाओ, वहाँ से iPhone लेके आओ, बहुत सस्ता पड़ेगा, dude, बहुत सस्ता पड़ेगा. बस 2 लाख का टिकट लगेगा आने जाने का.
बिल्कुल.
हाँ, वहाँ पे $1,000 का है और आज के एक्सचेंज रेट में वो तो अराउंड 68,000 पड़ेगा आपको.
And that's for the 64GB variant.
विनायक कह रहे हैं कि I would be happy with 3310. So
Oh, brilliant. Salute sir, absolutely salute.
वो तो है ही.
3G वाला लेना है लेकिन.
और उसमें बेजल भी नहीं है, उसकी स्क्रीन में कुछ बेजल नहीं है. उसका स्क्रीन है सिर्फ, बेजल भी नहीं है.
और उसको 5वें मंजिल से भी गिराओ कुछ नहीं होगा. Sorted life.
So yes, so guys, on a serious note, not the Note 8, we have the Note 8 also. Yeah, so actually if you want to see reviews of these phones, and I'm putting a plug in here for the other phones that we have, the Pixel 2 XL from Google, we have the Note 8, all these reviews are there on the Quint, so you can go in there, check out what these phones are about, and check out whether it's better than this notch baliye phone. Damn, the iPhone 10, the notch. I mean, I just, this is actually going to become, I think, like a symbol of sorts. Like the Playboy bunny with 2 ears. This is going to become like, I see this becoming kind of symbolic. This shape, when you put it, everyone knows that it's like an iPhone 10. So this is definitely going to set a trend for sure.
On a nice Samsung S8, I will put a black tape ऊपर लगा दूँगा and look like this iPhone 8.
Oh, and someone said like iPhone 10 might not have the battery indicator, so good luck with your battery life. Just saying.
ना बैटरी इंडिकेटर है इसमें.
है ना?
है तो सही.
ये क्या रूमर बता रहा है भाई ये?
बैटरी इंडिकेटर है, देखो साइड में वायरलेस इंडिकेटर है, बैटरी इंडिकेटर है. हाँ. और यहाँ पे टाइम है साइड में. और यहाँ बीच में जो फ्लैशिंग लाइट आप दिख रहा है वो इंफ्रारेड सेंसर है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट सेंसर्स योर फेस एंड अनलॉक्स द फोन. फेस आईडी का वो ही है.
कुमार सौरभ कह रहे हैं सीम्स यू मेट क्वाइट मेनी विद सिंगल किडनी.
हाँ, एक्चुअली वो सब लोग ऐसे दे लुक लाइक दे जस्ट कम आउट फ्रॉम लाइक अ सर्च.
These are the days when I would love to have X-ray vision, my friend. Definitely.
काफी लोग इसमें से अपना किडनी ने अपना दिल लूज कर देते हैं इस फोन के लिए. भाई क्या डीप लाइन बोली है मैंने, क्या डीप लाइन बोली है.
उससे मेरे को एक चीज बोलना है. आई वॉज देयर, स्टोर के बाहर खड़ा रहा मैं. लोग आधा 1 घंटा स्टोर के अंदर थे. पेमेंट करने में कितना टाइम लगता है मेरे को समझ नहीं आया. या तो कोई नेटवर्क में इशू था या उनके थोड़े से दिल में थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क डाउन हो रहा था.
1 लाख रुपए निकाल दूं कि मैं वापस चला जाऊं.
exactly.
बिकॉज मैं रोशन से ये बात कर रहा था कि अगर आपको फील करना है रिच, आप पैसे ना हो, आप लाइन में खड़े हो जाओ कि भाई मैं गया हूँ, 2-3 लोग मीडिया वाले आपसे बात करेंगे, हाँ मैं 5 आईफोन लेने आया हूँ. आप अंदर जाओ, बोलो मुझे लेना ही नहीं है, तुम्हारा फोन बकवास है, इसमें नॉच है, मुझे बहुत गंदा लगता है नॉच, और निकल आओ बाहर. भाई आप इतना अमीर फील करोगे ना उस टाइम पे, लेना ही नहीं है मुझे. तुम लोग 6 लाख का तो तब भी नहीं लूंगा मैं. डूड बन जाओ.
नो एप्पल डोंट डू 6 लाख प्लीज. सिंसियर रिक्वेस्ट.
हो जाएगा. अब ये नेक्स्ट आईफोन जो आएगा इसके ऊपर ही होगा. दे विल नॉट लॉन्च समथिंग व्हिच इज चीपर देन दिस.
That's true. Yeah, it's gone now. There's a 1 lakh barrier has been crossed, so now we are going to wait for a 1.5 lakh iPhone.
विनायक वेणु से why don't they make bulletproof screen? आपकी उम्मीदें बहुत सारी हैं सर, और आप कहाँ लेके जाना चाहते हो इस फोन को, कहाँ लेके जाओगे इस फोन को?
See, if you want like bulletproof phones and all that, in fact, you should go again. I'm going to put a plug for this on the Quint. There's a phone called the Cat 60. Okay, we drove a car over it. We burnt it. We hit it with a hammer. We put it in water. वो सब कुछ हमने किया उस फोन के साथ, और फिर भी वो चलने लगा.
Under 1 lakh I guess.
वो तो 60,000 का है.
So it's an Android phone.
Android phone.
Yeah. So bulletproof. There is one.
वैसे काफी सारा फोन है. It depends on what you want. Here you're paying 1 lakh for this.
Only this.
This shining, shimmery, glossy beauty.
It feels good. Oh yeah.
Doesn't feel like Apple.
I think let's sign off with that feeling.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Feeling feels.
So guys, full review of this coming on the Quint, and keep posting your comments. And
I think the Quint will be filled with a lot of memes, jokes, and reviews, and a lot of
बहुत सारा होगा.
हाँ, बहुत सारा होगा.
Kidney and other body parts also.
A lot of discussion around iPhone X. हाँ.
iPhone X नहीं है भाई, iPhone 10.
That's where we want to sign it off.
10 X 10.
Comment
10
करिए अगर आपको
iPhone 10.
iPhone X है.
Okay.
I
Thanks for watching.
Team iPhone X.
iPhone 10. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.